Okay, here we go. How do I know which voice is speaking to me? Because before we talk about how to hear from God, we must know how to detect the voices that you hear. First Corinthians chapter 14, Apostle Paul said, "For there are, but as it is, many voices, and none of it is without significance." First Corinthians chapter 14. So there are many voices. So how do I know that it's the voice of God, or it's the voice of my flesh, or it's the voice of my mind, or if it's the voice of the devil? This is it. So number one, how do I know it's the voice of God? The voice of God is peaceful. It comes with peace. It's a shalom voice. The voice of the flesh doesn't come with peace. The voice of the flesh will always gear you towards sin. Because Apostle Paul said in the book of Romans chapter 7 that there is no good thing. For in his flesh he knows that no good thing dwelleth in it. And now the voice of the mind is always mental. And to engage the voice of the mind, you need to think rigorously. Well, the voice of God doesn't need rigorous thinking and planning before you come up with ideas. No, the voice of God comes instantaneously. So when you think and sometimes you notice ideas are flowing, many a times it's not God, but it's your mind. But when God is speaking to your mind and through your mind, it comes instantaneously. Then how do I know that it's the voice of the devil? The voice of the devil will always come with an ungodly compulsion, and it will come hastily. Satan's voice comes hastily. God is a God of patience and a God of peace. Satan's voice will always lead to the end product of Satan's leading is sin and defeat. Is sin and defeat. Satan's voice will always come with error as well. And Satan's voice will always come with unbelief and doubt. So his voice has this following fragrance. His voice has unbelief. His voice, and a lot of believers, even pastors that have been in the faith for many years and have known the Lord for long, they still fall prey to the voice of the devil. Look at what the voice that spoke to Jesus to turn stone to bread. That sounded very genuine because it was actually telling him to work a miracle. But he detected it was the voice of the devil because he perceived deception in it. The Bible makes it very, very, very clear in 1 John 2:27 that the anointing that abided in us shall teach us all things, and no man, that we need no man to teach us, but as that same anointing teacheth us and has abided in us, we shall abide in him. So the voice of the devil is full of deception. The voice of the devil is full of unbelief. The voice of the devil is hasty, and the voice of the devil will always lead you to error and to sin. So if you see these four elements in that voice you are hearing, then it's not the voice of God. Satan is the one speaking to you. So now we're going to look at how then to hear the voice of God.